And we are back. Let's go, baby. So once again, it is episode number 17 of Bumper to the Boosted. Folks, if you did not watch last episode, we just learned about the new meta of this game. That I mean, this game is literally 16 years old at this point. So maybe I'm just late to the party, but this is by far the new meta. As you see, I'm using the mouse now to get dubs. And look at that stop and go. Oh man, that was incredible. That was incredible. So folks, Checkeredflag in the last video just turned Fillmore Fields into arguably his most dominant track. Now that we've done it at Fillmore Fields, can we do it at the next track? Which is obviously not what you think it is. If you watched the last video, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm not really concerned about if you watched the last video or not. Because we're going to Red Hook Valley today. We're going to Red Hook Valley today. We just optimized Red Hook Valley like a couple weeks ago. But now it's time to prove that mouse is the meta, folks. And since mouse is the meta, I think it means we have to do something different. So, with mouse being the meta, clearly, and if the mouse pointer doesn't appear on the screen, we'll make sure the mouse pointer appears on the screen in the future. But we believe the mouse pointer does appear on the screen. So, alright folks, here we go. Snot Rod, DJ, Wingo, let's go. Twisting Tailfin Trails. This is arguably the toughest track in the game that isn't named Fillmore Field. But here we go. Here we go. We're opposite. Oh, we're kind of slow right now. This track, you have to be extremely careful with your lines. Yeah, Snot Rod's off to a good start, but let's see. Okay, we get a little speed burst to the bridge. Good to know. Alright, this is truly a lab test. This first race, we're not expecting to win, but we are expecting to at least compete with Snot Rod. Alright, we couldn't get the victory there. Lap 3, winning time, baby. This is tough, man. Here we go. We're slowing them all down. I think that's the one thing about the mouse that you can do is you can slow everybody down a little bit. It's kind of weird. And victory. Okay, folks. I don't think there's a doubt anymore. Mouse is the meta. So, if you didn't watch the last video, please go watch last video. That will tell you all you need to know about this game. And if you have watched me race at Tailfin or Red Hook Valley before, I think you'll know exactly that mouse is now the meta. Because we had to literally try to optimize the track perfectly. And instead of having to optimize it, you can, with the arrow keys where you have, sure you have some support and stuff, but I still wonder if we can potentially get it done with with whatever it's called on the gamepad. That will be a video. We will determine if the gamepad is the best track. So, I don't know, but it's definitely interesting. So, I think this is huge. This is huge news if you've been watching this series with me. To this point, especially when we were doing most of the labbing for this series, we would just do exclusively Carburetor County Speedway, just to get out to an early lead. Then we started using Tailfin Trails after we expected, or whatever it's called, Red Hook Valley. We started using Red Hook Valley some just to get those extra points, stack them early. But we avoided Fillmore Fields and Willie's Beach as much as possible. In the last video, we won at Willie's Beach on take 1. We won at Carburetor County on take 1, using the mouse. This video, we just proved that we can not only win on take 1 with Twisting Tailfin Trails, but it might even be better than anything I've done to this point with the other control method. I know I'm more an arrow keys guy. I mean, I'm more of a gamepad guy. I've never really been a mouse and keyboard guy when it comes to this stuff. But I do think this is a revelation in the game that if you are playing this game with me in the future, Because that is the point of this series, is to do live streams and collaborations and everything like that with everybody else. If you are interested in doing so, first off, give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another upload of Bumper Boost here on the Checkered Era. But also, more importantly, I think it's hard. If you want to keep up with me, you're going to have to use the mouse meta. Now, we're going to take out the gamepad meta at some point. The gamepad meta is the final meta we need to try out. But the arrow key meta works not really. It just doesn't. And mouse pad meta doesn't work at all. That's just a fact. Mouse meta? Mouse is the meta. By the way, if you don't know what mouse I'm using, this is the mouse I'm using. Some random cool mouse. So, but back to the video. Alright, it's not right, DJ. We can go again. Let's win another race. Also, if you like the double base game, put a like on the video. But you see, look at this. So you see, Snarl will get out to his early lead as always. But courtesy of mouse being the meta, you can really get in your corners, arc corners correctly. Really get that speed burst on the bridge somehow, which I still don't know what that guy even does, but I don't know, man. And you don't even have to use your big old boost or weapons, whatever they want to call themselves. Hazards. You don't even have to use those in this game either. We're gonna just pull out a crazy beat corner. Lap 3 winning time. Here we go. Snotrod's got the lead. You got a shot. At this track, if you're within a certain distance and before the bridge, you got a shot. Wingo's gonna have the inside edge. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. But it's official. Mouse is the meta. I don't even think it matters. Folks, mouse is the meta. This mouse pretty good, by the way. But mouse is the meta. So, yeah, we're up to 75,888 points. We need to hit close to 23460. That's kind of what I'm saying. But I think it's official. Mouse is the meta. And, yeah. I don't even know if we even need to play the rest of the video. I mean, maybe we'll do another race just to close out the episode. But man, I think we've so far proven the fact that mouse is the meta. Now the final thing we will prove is if gamepad is the meta. That's a whole different discussion though. And the reason why I don't think gamepad will be the meta is because even if we program it using a software, say like Joy to Key, where we put the mouse, where we put the actual mouse itself like this, as like the little laser as the joystick, and we make like the A button as the mouse clicker, I just don't think it's gonna work. I mean, it could work. Like, don't get me wrong, it could work, but there's a reason why mouse and keyboard is generally the meta for a shooter game. It just is. Like, our first-person shooter section. And mouse and keyboard is generally the meta for other games. Not all games, obviously, but it is the meta for a lot of games. But then there's plenty of games like say like a sports game that typically mouse and keyboard's not the meta for. But heck, mouse and keyboard's even the meta to a certain degree on a game like Rocket League. Depends on how good you are, but you can make mouse and keyboard the meta on Rocket League. You're right, but so it really is an interesting revelation today, folks. In today's video, Twisting Tailfin Trails, also known as Red Oak Valley Racing, I think it's official. Mouse and keyboard, or just mouse, because we're already using keyboard. Mouse is the meta. Now, whether or not that makes this series any easier to complete, get to that 1 million Piston Cup point threshold I need to hit, which currently we're about 7.5% of the way there. That's a long way to go, guys. That is a long way to go. 7.5%. I'm sorry. That was a good joke by me. 7.5%. I'm glad I have double face cam now on. Double face cam makes this series so much better. So, yeah, double face cam, mouse is meta. Yeah. So let's do one more race, and we will get on out of this episode, and we will talk to you soon. So, yep, let's hit the horn real fast. There we go, hit it again. Well, you can't actually hear the horn because I turned it off in whatever's going on game audio. So you can't actually in the stream audio, the recording audio. So you can't actually hear the game audio, which might be the best, but you never know. So, folks, if you like today's video, once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's win this final race, baby. There we go. What the? What? I have no idea what that was. I got literally a full 360 spin out, and yet I'm still in second right now. And we're catching snot rods. And here we go. Lap 3. Winning time, baby. Here we go. Gonna pull out early. Okay, that was good to say. Apologize for anybody who got offended by that. Kind of. Here we go. He's going to pull out a line at some point. Got to do so. Oh, crap. No, we're not. 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 Oh. Well, that was a fun race. Especially that 360 spin. So, if you liked today's video, or better yet, just enjoyed today's video, well, if you did, because I definitely enjoyed making today's video, we'll see you next. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will see ya!